there's a lot going on today, AK.
And you didn't even mention the word volleyball, which is volleyball is going to be blossoming this weekend for both the Huskers and the Creighton Blue Jays. So,
I know they've got it rocking and rolling, both hosting, and I'll be honest, this is probably not fair of me.
Probably.
But the way this volleyball team has gone, I'm kind of like assuming they're going to get to a certain point before I really dial in, which I know is dangerous. But it's also kind of like, okay, you lost one set in all of Big Ten play. I don't feel like I'm making a huge leap here.
Well, anything can happen.
I know.
But yes, volleyball, I know. But volleyball at the college level, usually the better team prevails. But anything can happen. You can always have a bad night. But yeah, I'm with you though. And I will. I'm not jinxing anybody because I don't know.
Yeah, we're knocking on wood. We're knocking on wood.
Yeah, knocking on wood. But we may or may not. I will not confirm nor deny making reservations, hotel reservations in Kansas City, like back in April. So let's just. I'm not confirming that. I'm just saying, if one were to look ahead and make reservations so you could get a decent spot closer to the T-Mobile Arena. I'm just saying that probably would be not a terrible move.
Well, so,
yeah, we're geared. By the way, Ravi, we are going to ABC, KETV. We not only have the championship match on our air, but also we're airing another for the second year in a row. We're airing the regional final the week before. They haven't set the pairings, but I gotta believe if I am any sort of television executive, you're going to take the biggest draw out there and slot them in that slot, especially if it's going to be a potential matchup between the top team in the country with their head coach facing her former team. So that would be the week before on the 14th on KETV. Now, that's not official yet. Obviously, both teams need to win 3 matches, but and they haven't set the matches in terms of the pairings yet. But that we're actually pretty juiced up about volleyball even before we get to bowl season, no matter where Nebraska winds up going bowling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited about volleyball postseason. I am just, I'm certainly not a volleyball expert. As kind of a volleyball outsider, I'm making some assumptions here. And I think Kansas City's a lovely place to visit in mid-December for no reason at all.
Lovely. Yes, lovely. It's beautiful that time of year. All I know is that when you have you can play, again, I'm not a volleyball expert either, believe you me. When they rotate, it's like, wait, why is that person going there and that person going there? And I get that. My daughter played volleyball, and it took me years to catch on to the little zones and with the numbers that they put on to where you want to serve at. So, yeah, I get all that part, but what I do know is that 6 players can play at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there were 7 Nebraska players honored on the first and second teams, all Big Ten. So add that up, and 7 players honored, 6 players can play at a time. That tells you what kind of team that Nebraska has. It's just mind-boggling to see what kind of lineup they have, and including 2 players at middle blocker on the first team. That's pretty amazing.
I mean, Nebraska volleyball is just a wagon right now with potentially 2 starting lineups. And you talk about the first and second teams for Big Ten. 25 first team members is kind of ridiculous, but that's for another time to discuss.
Agreed.
Because famously, only 6 can play at a time.
Yeah, kind of crazy, but whatever. And then,
exactly.
You have your setter going 3 straight years as setter of the year. Oh, and by the way, getting named player of the year. I mean, Bergen Reilly has just been fantastic this year.
She has, and she puts her teammates in such great positions. Again, not a volleyball aficionado. I'm not going to pretend I am, but to see her set up her teammates, and obviously the setter, you've heard it a million times. Setter is a quarterback in volleyball, and Bergen Reilly is the best at it in the country right now. And there's no question the level of success that Nebraska's had is because of Bergen Reilly, because she just puts her teammates in such good positions to drop the hammer. And when you're setting Harper Murray and you go, oh, Harper Murray's on the outside, you better watch out. And you're like, oh, don't forget about Andy Jackson, or don't forget about Virginia Adriano, and it goes on and on and on. So that's one of the benefits of having such a star-studded lineup is that you can't prepare for just one player on Nebraska's squad. And I contend too, if you split Nebraska into two, I'm guessing their second team, Nebraska's second team, would be like a 3 seed or a 4 seed.
So somebody,
you know what I mean?
Somebody told me, somebody who knows way more about volleyball than I do, told me earlier this year that there are 2 top 10 teams and both of them reside at the University of Nebraska.
I don't doubt it. And they're just so deep. And I think that the thing about it, like Dani Busboom Kelly, you have the argument in sports when you're like, oh, is Phil Jackson of the Bulls? This is dating myself, but is Phil Jackson of the Bulls? Is he the coach of the year? Well, is Dani Busboom Kelly? She's got all the stars. You know what? You've got to manage those stars and distribute playing time and hits and touches and all that stuff. It's not as easy as roll the ball out there and put your whistle on. I mean, what Dani Busboom Kelly has done in this first year is nothing short of remarkable, because she's been able not only to keep this train on the tracks, but elevate it to a different level. I mean, this team, at 30-0, 20-0 in the Big Ten, the first Big Ten team to run the table in a full year in 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying something. I don't care how talented you are. You're going to have some off nights. You're not going to be at your best 100% of the time. And she deserves that coach of the year, in my opinion, especially as a first-year coach heading into replacing a legend in Lincoln. And you can honestly say, in 3 weeks, we can honestly say she's elevated the program to another level. We'll just hopefully they can finish the job that they started.
Yeah, I mean, they always tell you don't follow a legend, and DBK's like, here, hold my sparkly jacket. Like, she's like,
the jacket was sick though.
No, it was sick. I'm not making fun. Like, it was awesome, but it was just don't follow a legend. All right, whatever. I got this.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, you don't want to be the person to follow the person, but in Dani's case, man, she is. The way I'm just so impressed with her demeanor. She's so chill, but that she is as intense, and that competitive fire burns as hot as anybody. But that jacket, though, I will tell you, I was there for the blackout when she busted out that black sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! If she spun around in a circle with a spotlight on her, she'd be a disco ball. I mean, that was pretty amazing. And her kids' names are on the sleeve. I'm like, that is amazing. Like, what an awesome jacket that Adidas custom made for her. That was pretty cool. And hopefully she will make that into like the lucky jacket, and we'll see that come tournament time.